Hello lovely Leos, this is your general reading for September. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and anywhere in your chart where you have Leo might be interested in that particular house this month. If you're returning, welcome back, and if you're new to the channel, welcome in. Everybody just remember that energies are fluid, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's get into it. Oh, lovable Leos. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the sword. Time to make a change. I love the way she's cutting off her hair. And it's like, right, time for me to take this into my own hands and really decide what I want. Then we have voyage. You already have all the answers. So what do you want? You already know. Bit crooked, not to worry. Don't really need to fuss about that. Right. And then we have villain. You can always rewrite the story. So I really like this. I like this card a lot. We all have our stories. We all tell our own stories. And there's always a villain. There's always somebody who we feel hurt us or let us down or, you know, has caused us pain. So this is talking about rewriting the story, making the change, taking it into your own hands and really finding out the direction you want to go from here. You don't have to repeat the same story over and over again. You can change it. You can change how you look at things. You can change how you look at the past. Was it something really bad, or was it something painful at the time that you learned something from? And we always gain something. Anyone who wants to argue with me about that is fine, but you know, I've been through my own share of stuff that was really, really damaging, and for a long time I carried that damage with me, and now I see how that has made me who I am, and I quite like who I am. So if I hadn't gone through that and learned from the damage, then I wouldn't be here talking to you, and I like talking to you. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Empress. Growth. What have you grown? How have you grown? What have you created for yourself and from everything you've gone through? And what are you going to create now? What do you want to create now? As usual, my loves, I will lay these out and then we'll go through them. We have the Seven of, what is that? Seven of Wands. Crossing that, we have the Four of Cups. At the foundation, we have the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Recent past, we've got the Nine of Wands. These are really challenging sometimes because they don't have a certain thing, like they don't have the thing on them. Anyway, I'm rambling. Five of Pentacles coming up soon, and the Judgment card at the head of the matter. We have the Seven of Pentacles, Justice. There's your Phoenix, my love. Look at you go. That's the Four of Wands. And at the outcome, the Sun. Happy days. All right. So currently, or in the past, you've got this wounded energy, this real wounded energy, and I really like the correlation between the curtains and these pain from wounds, from rods almost. And this is the story that you've been telling yourself, that you're angry and that, you know, you really have to defend yourself and people are out to get you. This is where you can learn how to change your own story. You can change it whenever you want. You just have to look at things a different way. Currently, you've got the Seven of Wands, and this again talks about boundaries, setting boundaries and protecting yourself. It's like sending it out as, see all this protection as well. This is what's happened in the past. This is how I'm going to be now. Nobody's going to hurt me again like they did in the past. Very fiery, angry kind of energy. Then you've got, crossing that is the Four of Cups. Now, usually this talks about looking at the three cups that you've got. They're either knocked over or they're empty or they're full, but you're bored with that. It's the same thing. What you're not seeing is the opportunity behind that. What's coming for you if you just look around. So that's the challenge for you in the opportunity, is to step out of this wounded, defensive, pain kind of energy and look around at what's available to you, how far you've come. At the foundation is the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is quite loving energy. It's gentle and it's compassionate and empathetic, but it can also be overly emotional, overly dramatic. This is where victim mentality can come in, and how, you know, are you going to get caught up in the swirl of this emotion, or are you going to let it settle and, you know, really get yourself some balance and start loving yourself as much as you're carrying the pain from everybody else? Coming up, you've got the Five of Pentacles, and that talks about feeling left out, feeling like you've been shut out of the warmth of the connection. And this is where, in this particular card, I would look at this bag and the hole in the bottom. You've been hanging on to this cold feeling for so long, and now it's splitting open and you can't control it any longer. So let the chips fall where they may. Just release it and see them, just let them smash. You don't have to hang on to this anymore, because the Four of Pentacles is talking about hanging on to things. And so in this case, it's a case of just letting them fall and shatter. Let it out, let it go. And see, she's going to smash this as well. She's about to smash this shell, which is like voices and voices from the past. Your higher self is talking to you about a major choice. This is the Judgment card. And if you look at, I don't know if you can really see it, but that is pointing directly to this Sun card. And her arm is pointing directly to this. It's even running through your sign, Leo. This is your choice. This is your choice. You can either hang on to this, you can hold things behind you that you really don't need to. You can continue throwing things at people or yourself and continue being angry. Or you can let your light shine, let it all go and move on. This will take some work. This is you at the moment. It's not like you're ignoring it. You have picked up your sword. You are ready to make a change. You are getting new ideas. You are working on different way, growing something new. Don't become despondent that this isn't worthwhile. People are seeing you as the Justice card, and you are stepping into this energy. This is the environment section. So you are embodying this Justice card. Be careful that you don't step into the damaging energy of being too fierce, too judgmental. Find the balance between the two. There is always a balance between the two. Doesn't mean you have to, accept that what someone did to you and say it was okay. It's not. It's never okay. What it is up to you to let it go. That's where we're trying to find the balance. Your hopes and fears is the Four of Wands, which is the 1111 card. It's the twin flame card. It's the finding your home, your center, your half. It doesn't have to be with somebody else. It can be with somebody else, but it's about discovering your center, finding your center. You hope you will. You hope through all this work that you will. You're also frightened that you will. I know that sounds strange. Sometimes when we've held a story for so long and we've kept someone as the villain for so long, what do we do if we let that go? If they're not the villain in our story anymore, what's our story? So creating a new story can be quite daunting. At the same time, we want it. So it's kind of like a catch-22. But coming back to this Judgment card, what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose to stay in this old story, or are you going to choose a new story that will actually make you happy? You will see that you can dance. You don't have to have this weight on your shoulder anymore, this pain that you're carrying around. You don't have to be trapped in that anymore. You can actually dance in the sun. What are you going to choose? All right, my loves. I hope this helps, and I will talk to you very soon.